Army in shock. Two mysterious women spotted chasing Jimin and V in the ocean. Who are they? The scene was nothing short of shocking. In a live broadcast that was meant to be lighthearted and carefree, fans were left speechless when two unknown women suddenly appeared in the frame, chasing BTS members Jimin and V as they played in the ocean. The moment spread like wildfire online, leaving ARMY across the globe in disbelief and demanding to know, who exactly were these women, and why were they so close to two of the most protected idols in the world? The footage began innocently enough, with Jimin and V laughing together, splashing water, and enjoying what seemed to be a rare break from their intense schedules. The ocean setting was picturesque, the interaction between the two members genuine and relaxed. But that tranquility shattered the moment viewers caught sight of two women entering the frame from behind, moving deliberately toward the idols. The reaction online was instant. Thousands of comments filled social media feeds within minutes, all circling around one urgent question. Who were they, and how did they manage to get so close? The mysterious appearance sparked a frenzy of speculation. Some fans immediately assumed the women could be staff or acquaintances, perhaps present for security or filming purposes. But others weren't convinced. Their casual demeanor, their proximity, and the way they seemed to move directly toward Jimin and V raised doubts. If they were official staff, why were they not positioned in the background or off-camera, as is the norm during idol leisure broadcasts? And if they were not staff, how did they get access to such a private and closely monitored moment? The tension grew further as the clip replayed across countless platforms. Frame-by-frame analysis began, with ARMY scrutinizing every detail: the clothing of the women, their expressions, the timing of their appearance. Observers noted that the two did not look surprised by the camera. Instead, they appeared oddly comfortable, almost as if they knew where the idols would be at that precise time. This detail alone pushed fans into deeper questions, raising concerns about privacy and safety. The most pressing issue is not just their presence, but the symbolism it carries. For years, BTS has existed under a microscope, with their every move documented and protected by an extensive network of management and security. That is why the sudden intrusion of two outsiders into such a vulnerable moment feels so jarring. For fans who have long trusted in the strict boundaries surrounding BTS's personal time, the sight of strangers closing in on Jimin and V creates both alarm and suspicion. Adding to the tension is the fact that Jimin and V themselves appeared visibly startled. While their laughter continued, subtle shifts in body language were noted. Jimin was seen glancing back repeatedly, while V seemed to pull slightly away from the direct line of approach. To ARMY, these were not casual glances. They were signals of unease, captured live and unfiltered. It is this unease that has transformed the incident from a simple curiosity into a matter of global discussion. Questions now flood the fandom. Were these women acquaintances? Were they production extras? Or were they simply bold outsiders who managed to infiltrate the moment? The lack of answers has only fueled the fire, giving rise to endless theories. Some argue they may have been part of a setup for entertainment, while others insist the spontaneity of Jimin and V's reaction proves otherwise. The absence of clarity is precisely what keeps the incident alive in global headlines. The impact of this event is amplified by its timing. BTS, even in moments of rest, remains a lightning rod for attention. Every live stream, every photograph, every candid video is dissected at a microscopic level. But this situation cuts deeper because it touches on two of the most sensitive areas for any idol: personal boundaries and security. ARMY has always stood fiercely protective of BTS, and any perceived breach feels personal. Seeing two unknown individuals intrude on what should have been a carefree moment triggers both protective instincts and unresolved fears. The emotional reaction among fans has been overwhelming. Many expressed anger, accusing the women of deliberate intrusion. Others voiced sadness, saying the members cannot even enjoy a moment by the sea without being followed or disrupted. Some were deeply unsettled, describing the footage as uncomfortable to watch because it captured an intrusion into intimacy. The range of emotions, from rage to sorrow to shock, underscores just how significant this seemingly small moment has become. More than anything, the mystery of the women's identities remains the focal point. Theories multiply with each passing hour. Some insist they were simply background tourists caught at the wrong time, their approach misinterpreted by the audience. Yet, this theory does not explain the directness of their movement or the synchronized nature of their actions. Others claim they could be close friends of the members, permitted within the circle. But again, this raises more questions. Why, then, did Jimin and V's body language shift so noticeably? What is undeniable is how the incident reflects the unique pressure that surrounds BTS. Few artists in history faced the same level of public monitoring, where even the smallest interaction can spiral into global debate. In this case, the appearance of two women, something ordinary in any other context, becomes extraordinary because of the stakes involved. For ARMY, the idols are not just celebrities, but symbols of trust, inspiration, and protection. Any disruption of that trust is treated with the utmost seriousness. As the footage continues to circulate, ARMY's demand for answers grows louder. Who were they? Why were they there? And what does this say about the boundaries that should exist around the members' personal time? Until those questions are addressed, speculation will only intensify, and the incident will remain a source of unease. The haunting power of the moment lies in its ambiguity. The camera did not linger long enough to provide clarity, leaving only fragments. The approach, the glances, the unease. It is in those fragments that the global fandom finds itself suspended, searching for meaning in shadows. And it is precisely this uncertainty that transforms the incident from a fleeting clip into a global talking point. What lingers most is not just curiosity, but concern. For ARMY, the intrusion feels like a warning that even in spaces that appear safe, BTS remains exposed. And for Jimin and V, the memory of two strangers closing in on them in the water may now carry with it an invisible weight. Until the truth emerges, this single live moment will continue to echo, leaving fans unsettled and the mystery unsolved.